All right, good afternoon, everybody. I believe we got 5 in the room. So that's what we need to get this thing started. Welcome back to Higher Education Subcommittee. Today we've only got one bill to be looked at, but before we do that, Madam Clerk, if you would please take the roll.
Representatives Baum, Butler, Gillespie, Haston, Love, Parkinson, Chairman White, Chairman Lafferty.
Here.
Chairman, you have a quorum.
Thank you for that. Let's see. Any personal orders to get us started? Anybody got anyone to recognize, reach out to, say hey? All right, easy enough. Representative Butler, I believe you have House Bill 1803. I need a motion and a second. We have a motion and a second. Representative, when you are ready, you are recognized, sir.
Thank you, Committee and Chairman. This bill is for Tennessee Promise. It seeks to correct a gap in funding for students and provides the flexibility for a student to choose if they want to use those scholarship dollars during the summer. And so it's really that simple. It gives the student that option if they want to go through the summertime to use the Hope Scholarship or the Promise then. And I'll be glad to take any questions.
Thank you for that explanation. Members, Chairman White, you're recognized.
We can't make it that easy. Thank you, Representative Butler. I've been talking to various groups, and I think we're okay here. Can you just tell me, though, where did this come from?
Well, that's a great question. Thank you, Chairman. My daughter was wanting to go through the summertime and for TCAT, and so I have another bill that kind of relates to this. But I realized there was a gap in working with TBR for students that didn't have the flexibility to go through the summertime. So I talked to TBR, we reached out, and that's where this bill was drafted, just because I realized there was a gap in the system. And so that's where this came from.
Okay, thank you. And there are just really 2 state institutions that advance this. Correct me if I'm wrong, Tennessee Achieves and the Ayers Foundation. And have you had good conversations with them?
I have not talked to them, Chairman, but I have talked to THEC. They helped draft this bill in conjunction with TBR.
Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you for those questions. Members, any other questions? I'll take a shot at one. I noticed on here where it talked about the homeschool students. I know some of them finish school ahead of reaching 17, 18 years old, which is traditional graduation age. If somebody gets through a homeschool program and they're 16 years old, can they still qualify for this?
You know, that's a good question. I'd have to actually lean on Lou at THEC for that to answer that question for me.
Would you mind coming up for just a second? Oh, we're going to gavel out for just a moment. Please introduce yourself for the record.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Lou Hanneman with the Tennessee Student Assistance Corporation. This bill would allow that as long as the student did, kind of move through with a recognized high school process, right? And then graduated with what we would consider an appropriate high school credential, and then move into, and they applied for and pursued all the appropriate steps for Tennessee Promise. I think that to clarify what this does do is the academic year right now is structured in the code as fall, spring, summer. And so since the inception of the lottery, we've always had a bit of an interpretation that eligibility for financial aid after high school graduation should start in the fall. Well, we've had, of course, many changes to the lottery structure and programs over the years. And so with Tennessee Promise, what we're trying to do is allow a Promise student who wants to begin their college immediately after high school graduation in the summer, they should be allowed to do so. And we have the latitude to make that interpretation for the Hope Scholarship and other programs, but we need this language for the Promise Scholarship.
Thank you for that explanation. Members, any other questions for higher ed? All right, thank you. Thank you very much. And we'll go back in session. Members, any other questions for our sponsors? Sponsor, any other explanation, anything you'd like to close with?
No, thank you. I just renew my motion.
All right. Well, the question's been called. Members, all those in favor of House Bill 1803 indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And the ayes have it. Congratulations. You are off to Education Administration.
Thank you, committee.
Members, seeing no other business on the calendar, motion to adjourn.
Motion.
We are adjourned.